Hey, and welcome to spring. Everything is green and blooming now, and I could not be more thrilled. I wanted to be able to share these things on this video so much earlier than I am, but it is what it is, and I haven't been doing particularly well just with the chronic fatigue. Again, I am not on death's door, but sometimes it's really hard to get everything going and moving the way it should so that I can accomplish what I would like to accomplish in a day. But without further ado, I am so honored, privileged, excited to share with you about an organization that is doing mighty work in this world. And it is called HOPE, which is perfect for what it does and what it brings to people. Our dear friend Cynthia Hayes introduced us to this organization, and we had the privilege to go to their gala night. It was a fundraiser, and to learn about these beautiful people, predominantly women, who have fallen on harder times and are the sole responsibility for their children. Most of these, as you would imagine, are women, but there are men in this situation. And this organization helps them in every way possible, both to fund their education, to finish their degrees, so that they can then move out of, if they've been in a cycle of poverty, of violence, of just systematic difficulties. This organization provides food if necessary, provides help with rent or mortgage payments. They also provide school supplies. I can't tell you what a privilege it felt like to be able to sit and hear their stories of how they persevered, how they endured, how incredibly long-suffering most of them have been. But their one thing they had in common was they did not want to give up on their education. Neither of my parents graduated from high school, let alone college. But the one thing that I remember my daddy saying over and over and over again, "Nisi, education is the one thing that can't nobody but the good Lord take away from you once you have it." And I know it wasn't original to him, but the sentiment stuck with me forever, and it was a huge deal. I was the first person from my family of origin to go to college. It was hard, and it took everything my parents had with their lack of education to be able to provide that for me, and I am eternally grateful to them. Plus, it gave me such a strong perspective that I wanted my children to be able to be sure to have higher learning after they graduated from high school. And when I saw these women fighting for themselves, for their future, for their children's future, it just blew me away. I mean, I get emotional just thinking about it. So join me, if you will, in these brief moments, these clips of that night, that one night, where they raised thousands of dollars to help people in need. And if you feel burdened by that after watching this or hearing this story, I pray that you will pray about how can you serve them. They need physical bodies occasionally to help with things, but mostly, as with everything, it's a financial burden. I pray you will discern whether this is something God is calling you to do, to support people, particularly women, in this situation. So this video is not primarily devoted to that topic, but it does include that. But it also includes some of my harder moments, some of my reflective moments, as per usual, as well as a little bit of fashion. It's a tiny haul, but it's a haul where I'm hopefully sharing how to style some of the few things that I found at, of course, TJMaxx and Marshalls. Sorry, it is a windy day, it is a gorgeous day. Grateful that it is warm and that the sun is shining, but my eye is watering and all the things. But thank goodness, because I live for these kind of days, and they just make me come alive. So hope you enjoy it. Please, as always, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Like it if you do like this video. Thank you. Share it with your friends, especially if you know someone who, like we do, gets so excited for people who are trying their best to move forward in life despite the circumstances that they've been handed. So hope you love it. Hope there's something at the end that you might enjoy. And I love y'all, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. This is probably a bad idea, but I was gonna say, I don't have on makeup. It has been a really rough night because I try to go to sleep. I'm still in the throes of all of the insane insomnia. And last night was the second night, not in a row, but a second night that I didn't fall asleep at all. Like 5 a.m. when Rob's when Rob got up to get ready to go work out at the gym, I'm still awake. I had dozed off at one point, had to go potty, did that, and then that was it. That was as much as my body was going to say. I'm like, what is it, Elf? But I got 40 minutes of sleep. But I'm bringing you out here to show you, even on a day like this, the sweetest little things happen. So I'm gonna turn you around. So I wanted to show you, this is our row of garbage cans. We got your regular garbage on the left, your recycling, which I'm very passionate about. Probably the most passionate person in my home about recycling. Big shocker, right? And then the one on the far right is Rob's woodworking stuff that comes out of his shop. Not just woodworking, but whatever trash he has in there. So we have 3 of them. And they are fairly close to this lovely little scene right here, which makes me so happy. And this is why I love spring. Oh, and there's a bee who's just gone up to it. Let's see if I can zoom in. But he is not why I came out here. I came out here, one, because I was putting stuff in the garbage can and bringing the garbage cans in from garbage day. But on a day like today where I did not sleep at all last night, I did fall asleep sometime between 5 and 5:30 this morning, slept till 11. So I got a few, probably as much as I do on a normal night. And which is why it's hard to have a regular schedule or a normal schedule as a normal person, because you never know when there's gonna be a night like that. Anyway, I want to show you this right here. This, on a day like today, this is located so close to the horrific smell of a garbage can, like the garbage one. And this, I wish there was such a thing as smell-o-vision, because, sorry, my hands are shaking, I think. I wish there was such a thing as smell-o-vision, because it smells divine. I walked past once I got the garbage where it needed to be and just lingered in here and smelled and just drew breath, honestly. And I thought, this is life, right? This is my life. You got garbage 20 feet from the most divine, sweet smelling moment of my day. And that gives me perspective, even days like today where I am justifiably exhausted, but I'm still trying to do a few things, important things I have to do. And the Lord gives me this moment. It's just a moment, and it's not going to fix every ache and pain and sleepless night and any other worries and troubles and thoughts that I have. But for this moment, it gave me something back. It gave me a moment to feel seen, for one thing, and to just breathe in that smell. That beautiful, divinely made smell that I could never manufacture by myself. Only the hand of the Lord, and it is one of those wonderfully made moments. So I wanted to share that with y'all. Anyway, hope that means as much to you as it does to me. If not, that's okay too. So I thought I would try something a little different today and just talk you through the outfits I'm going to show you while I'm still in them. Here's a novel thought. I'm going to show you the whole thing so you can see it with shoes and whatnot. But again, I have, my love affair with TJMaxx and Marshalls. And so today, what I've got are some fun summer tops, shorts, dress tops, just a few things that I picked up. And then I've got a really big haul coming up soon. And I'm going to be filming a packing video. I have one from the fall. I never got edited and put out there for you all, but it's coming. So be looking forward to that. It's going to be a travel video, packing, getting ready. Rob and I are getting ready to go spend a few days at the beach, just the 2 of us. We have dear friends that sometimes allow us to stay in their beach home. Can't even begin to tell you how blessed we feel by that. But I am super excited, and I'm just going to be real honest with you. Today is the best I have felt in probably a few weeks. I filmed a video the other day to be able to share with y'all what it's like in between days like this, where I feel good. I dare say I look good because I feel good, and the days that I feel like I did in the video that I'm going to show you. So just know that both are true, both are my story, And one is not more real than the other. Today is just as real as the day where I couldn't get out of my pajamas for 2 days because that's how I felt. And the honest truth is that that is how it's been for a very long time. But when I have days like this, and I texted Rob, he's out of town for a work thing, but I texted him and I was like, I feel good. Not everything, like there are still things internally that are going on and I can feel them, but they're not running the show today. And I evidently must have slept pretty well because that always helps. What I've eaten must have been okay. Again, I wish I knew the formula. I'm hoping at some point to be able to know all of that. But all I want to say is that today is a good day. And you can tell because I actually showered, I did my hair, I put on makeup, and now I'm turning on the camera. So without further ado, this little top is 100% cotton. I love it. You can button it all the way up if you'd like. It's got these pretty little buttons. I'll come in closer in just a second. But for most things, I like to open that up just a little bit because watch what happens right here. I mean, it's a nice shirt that comes in anyway, but if you keep it completely buttoned, and as we know, I'm only 5'2", so I'm short as it is, but if I just pull it just a little bit, it creates that hourglass shape, that fit and flare, if you will, all by itself, just by kind of giving it some space. Does it look undone? Yeah, but that's all right. Like, this is not the way I'm wearing it and styling it in some of the videos. That's okay. It can look a little undone. And it's also how all the it girls are wearing it. So I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. I see why you're doing that. And so, but this is a great shirt. It's 100% cotton, like I said. So it feels light as air, but it's got this beautiful embroidery, gives it that feminine feel with the ruffle at the bottom. I think I shared, I'm not a huge ruffle girl, as feminine as I am, but when it's in the right place at the right time, I do like it. And I liked this. And I like this because it's one of the few tops, if I want to wear it out, I can, and it doesn't feel super undone. My shorts, oh, I love these things. This has this beautiful embroidery as well. You can't see it like from far off, I'm sure, but I'll come in closer in just a second. And I absolutely love these two together. And I styled them with all kinds of different shoes so that you can see you can wear it casually. Obviously, it's shorts and a shirt, or you can actually dress it up. Say if you want to be one of those ladies who lunch, because I do like a good lunch and a brunch and a breakfast. Well, a late breakfast, like really late breakfast. But this way, all you have to do is just change your shoes. The nice thing about these shorts is they are flat, what am I trying to say? Straight, flat in the front, have the pleats in just the right direction, and the elastic in the back. But it feels like a skirt to me, and that is one thing I have discovered about me and shorts, and what I like and don't like is that I tend to like a little bit wider shorts, and then I realize it's like, oh, because it looks like a dress or it looks like a skirt. But it also helps. I have often go up in shorts one size. I didn't have to go up in these, but I will often do that to give myself lots of leg room, because then it makes your legs look slimmer. Little trick of the trade. So, because if you have a shorts that do this, I mean, immediately it's like all you see are my thighs and my hips and all the things that make me a little bit like, ooh, don't be looking over there. And nobody is, but it doesn't feel good to see that and feel that. So that's why I like something with movement, especially for my legs. So I've got on, you can see it in the video, but wait, let me pull them up here. These are the Walmart sandals I got not too long ago, and yes, I can still do this in my life, but that means nothing. It's just I'm hypermobile. My joints move, which is why I ended up having to have surgery on this leg, this hip, and need to have surgery on this shoulder. But it means I can still do this. All right, so it's impressive. Okay, here's my party trick. That is for free. All right, so I'm going to show you what else I found in this haul and give you some alternatives if they are out of your size. All right, here we go. Just realized that I said I would come up close so you can see it. Oh, look at how pretty that is. I mean, love, 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 love. And it is thin, but it's not so see-through. Like, it's not, I'm wearing just a natural nude colored bra. And I don't feel like I need anything under it, and especially because this is going to be amazing when the temperatures start getting into the 90s and the hundreds. Well, not hundreds, but you know, like 102. We have that in the summer, and love, love, love that. And I think I can show you. I'm gonna bring this down, hoping that this is catching the beautiful embroidery at the bottom of these shorts, and they're scalloped at the edge. So love all those little details. I think that's what makes such a huge difference when you're trying to figure out, what do I like, what do I dislike. Those are things that I know that I like, and I think it's good for anybody because it adds visual interest. All right, so next thing's coming up. One of the first shirts that I want to show you that has long sleeves, this is your classic Oxford shirt. This is a tiny light blue pinstripe going through it, and this is by Tommy Hilfiger. Remember that? Remember Tommy Hilfiger? I feel like both that brand and things like Calvin Klein, remember Jordache and Guess and all of those that were so big in the 80s have kind of, I thought, went dormant for a while, but they're making a comeback, I'm assuming. Again, I am not an expert on all these things, but I have noticed that this, like Tommy Hilfiger, that classic look, that very Ralph Lauren look, as over the last several years as the quiet luxury has dominated both what's trending and what people are excited about. These kinds of things, which I love because it's classic, that are back in the stores or back online. So TJMaxx and Marshalls had several Tommy Hilfiger classic shirts. This is called a heritage. It's called the regular fit, but it's a heritage one. So again, it's probably meaning from the 80s, the ancient of days. But I love the cut of this. Look at that. It just does all the work that I don't have to. I don't even have to belt it, and I'm leaving it out so that you can see it before I shove it in something and it gets wrinkled, because it is 100% cotton. But I love the little details, and I'll come in and show you. Look on the sleeve. So it's got that just a little stripe of red right there, and which means I could wear it like this. I can wear it with my red shorts if I want to. I can leave it out, and the trick again to leaving it out is unbuttoning those bottom buttons so that it doesn't look like I'm trying to wear my husband's shirt, but it is a shirt fit for me. I love that it has this, what is that, a dolphin tail, I think is what they call that. I can double check. But it's where, sorry, I've got bangly bracelets on today, but it's where it does the little curve right here, which is such a nice touch, very becoming, I think. And again, if you put your hands in your pocket, which all of us do, whether or not that's proper etiquette or not, we do, because we want to have, it makes us feel comfortable. So when you do that, then it opens it up. I could obviously tie it in a knot, again, old school, that's new school. I could twist it, do the whole like twist here, and pull it and tuck it in that way. I don't know if you've seen that. Let me see if I can do this on camera. If not, I'll just edit this part out. So just the idea of, hold on, I can't see what I'm doing. So, and then you can pop the collar and be really, really, really heritage. But it gives you that very put together look. And again, there's nothing uncomfortable, there's nothing stiff about this shirt. It has structure, but it's not a stiff poplin. It's a very, very soft cotton. The sizes are limited of what's still available on TJMaxx and Marshalls. Sorry, I hope that's not driving you crazy. The sizes are a little bit limited, and the cost for these on TJMaxx and Marshalls is only $25. And this is a regularly $70 shirt. If they do not have your size on TJMaxx and Marshalls, what is great is on the Tommy Hilfiger website, the actual website, they are running a sale, and they're $35, these exact shirts. So it's still cheaper to get it at TJMaxx and Marshalls, but it also lets you know what you're finding at TJMaxx and Marshalls is current, but you're just getting a better price. Like I said, 100% cotton is 100% cotton. I'll come in just a second and show you again up close the pinstripe and all the little details. But I love it with these shorts, and I would tuck it in, or I would tuck it like this so that I don't have extra pooch, because I don't need any extra pooch. And it gives you a great look. I'm going to show you all over here some different shoes you can wear with it, different ways to style it. But I do want to come in and show you what it looks like in up close. So there's the pinstriping, gorgeous, love it. Love that it has the red and the blue. Very minimal branding, which I love. And then you got even this color here in the collar. Woo, hello. to be careful where how far down I'm bending over. So I am going to show you some different ways to wear it. Again, this is probably the most relaxed, the most casual. I've just got my little flip-floppy sandals from Walmart on, and I would be very comfortable wearing this. You could also wear a cami under it or a tank and use this more as a jacket because, again, when you walk into a place that has air conditioning, it's going to be cold. That's one of the crazy things about living somewhere where it's hot during the summer anytime is that however hot it is outside, just know it's going to be that much colder on the inside because we are now conditioned to have the air conditioning. All right, so I'm gonna show you a few more ways to style it. I just want to take a minute and share this beautiful face. She's helping me today as I film. She's sitting over here quietly, just waiting. I know, so pretty. Oh, that's your baby. And that's your baby. Yeah, I know. Lovely. So this is perhaps a little more traditional way to pair it, coloring wise. This is I think these are white, true white. I mean, I know they're in the white family, whether they're ivory or pure white, I'm not really sure. But I think as these are going together, obviously could have added a belt, but I just wanted to kind of keep it simple. And I love these shorts. These are from last year. They're a linen blend. Got them from TJMaxx and Marshalls. I don't even think they were $15. And I'm keeping my eye out for more linen shorts, more linen pants, the blends that are coming through so I can share them with y'all. But I love this. I love that I have a long sleeve with shorts on, believe it or not, depending again on what the situation is, what we're going to be doing, because if I am outside, this might be, depending on temperature, might be a little challenging, but right now we are in the 70s, low 80s on some days, and that isn't like sweltering. And if I want to go to lunch, if I want to look put together, but I want to wear shorts, this is a great way to do that and still keep the look elevated. It feels very elegant to me. I could add a handbag with it, with a basket bag I could add to it. I could do a pop of color with red. Any and all of those things I can change out. The little loafers that I have, those are from TJMaxx and Marshalls as well from last year. I could change that for a small little block heel if I really wanted to dress it up a little bit. Or in little sneakers, the little white. Let me show you those real quick. So this is, what do they call it? It's a ballerina sneaker, basically a sneaker and a ballerina shoe had a baby and now they are everywhere, and I loved this one. I'm going to come in so you can see it's got a little bit of a suede kind of feel. It's not real suede, and this looks like satin, but it's not. And I love that it's Velcro. It makes it a lot smoother. You don't even have to mess with tying anything. And it elongates the foot, which for me is really important because, again, 5'2". And if I'm wearing a flat, I'm going to need to look a little bit taller. And same with this loafer. It was the reason I chose this one over other styles of loafers. I love the little faux horse bit look. But as you can see, it's got a more pointed toe. And for me, if I'm wearing a flat, I cannot do a very rounded, very square toe because it just makes all my proportions off. So as you can see, these are similar in look, but they're different. I would wear them for different reasons. So this one feels a little dressy casual for me, and this is more, again, that old money look, which I happen to like to a certain extent. So these are just options of shoes that are flat. I've had these on with it, the Walmart sandals that I got a few videos ago. They work really well with it as well. And the little gold buckle here, I think really gives it a little bit of something, something. Since it's just a sandal. I think that really helps in elevating it, giving a little bit something of interest to look at. If you really wanted to get fancy, you can put some bright red kitten heels on with it. It's a thought, it's an option. As long as you tie in, I mean, like the cuffs have red in them. You could add a red scarf. You could add in a red scarf if you wanted to. You could add a red handbag. You could add a red scarf to your belt loop. Any and all of those things, just to, if you're wanting to have a statement shoe with color, which is on trend again. I love that. That it's like we have become a little tired, evidently, of all the neutrals, the browns, the beiges, the olive greens, you know, that color scheme, and we are wanting a little bit of 80s back in our life, which just means pops of color everywhere. And red is a big one this year, along with the, what's the blue? The, oh, what is it called? Cerulean blue, that's really big this year as well. And those are very vibrant, big colors. So just keep your eyes out for that. But this is one way if you wanted to and sneak that on, you might look, you know, like you could do that with this outfit. You could do shorts and kitten heels. It's allowed. And it does make you look a little taller if you're struggling with that like me. This could really seriously work for 4th of July. I mean, it's a subtle hint to it. It's not overt, it's not stars and stripes, but it is the color scheme. There are stripes, they are blue and white, and there is pops of red. You don't have to wear the kitten heels if it's not that formal. You could wear red little sneakers, or you could just wear white sneakers and let this be enough color to speak for itself. But just wanted to add that in, that you can play around with color. Again, when you have one little stripe, that kind of can get your mind going like, oh, where could I bring in those pops of color if I like that, if I like red, if I have red, if I have, I didn't run it through the belt loops because I was in a hurry. So it's going down. If you have red, or it might be the darker blue that you can tie in, or yellow, like that would go great with this as well. So let me show you a couple more ideas. So here we are officially in Nantucket on the East Coast, or just in Buckhead, or where is it, 5 Points in Birmingham, wherever it is you live. This kind of gives it that, again, old money look. Not that you need to have an old money look, but if you like that, what I like about it is just being able to play with color. You can tie it into a little knot. There's a new fun way to do that. I haven't mastered that yet, but I will. I feel sure, I hope. And so you could do pops of yellow. Let me find my little yellow purse. I mean, how fun is this? Like, and all I've done is just change some accessories. So this basic classic 100% cotton shirt, yes, it's long sleeve, but you can obviously roll them up or zhuzh them up. Linen blend shorts, and whatever shoes go with this that you like. I've got yellow wedges, I have got white little sneakers, I have got white sandals. Most of us have white something in there. So you could do all the color in all the other places and just go with a very neutral shoe, or you can do a pop of color on your feet as well, like these. Oh, so fun. Anyway, hope this is helpful. I'm going to change into yet another color shirt and give you some other ideas with it. Now this is your classic blue Oxford shirt, but it's in the boxy cut and it's kind of a little cropped. Again, for me, cropped, like old-fashioned crop would be way up here. My natural waist is right here, so it's a little bit longer than my natural waist, but it depends on how tall you are, obviously. So I just popped it on with the same shorts I've had on, the linen blend shorts that I got long ago, but I'm going to keep my eye out if there's anything similar for you. And again, I enjoy a popped collar. I have not starched a collar, maybe ever, but at least for a very, very long time. But I would like to try that. I've seen that on a couple of people, and I thought, ooh, I like that a lot. Again, I am 1950s, 1980s girl. That's all I can say as far as my style. Love, love, love those very vintage looking ways to style things. But I loved this shirt because it is that traditional blue Oxford color, but it's in a new, more modern cut. I'm going to try it on with jeans and a white pair, and then a regular of just like light denim. It is a nice relaxed look, especially if I pull the shirt out like that. Like, this is a look. There's nothing wrong with that. But I do want to see what it looks like. I do want you to be able to see what it looks like. And I think Robin's leaving me. Not Rob. Robin, the dog. Rob is not leaving me. Felt like I need to clarify that. In case there was a white pair of denim jeans, and they're great for spring and summer. It is more of a straight cut, and so that for me balances things out if I'm gonna wear a very boxy, blousy top. So I'm gonna try on a pair of denim, just regular denim jeans, and see how that looks with the new version of a blue Oxford. I don't know why I felt like I needed to shimmy, but clearly it's shimmy worthy, okay? All right, well, here we go. Now, and here's what it looks like with just a quintessential regular pair of jeans. These are actually by Quince. I did not get them from Quince. I actually bought them at a community thrift store, or community thrift sale rather. I got them for $25. They're very affordable to begin with. They're only $50 for any pair of jeans, I think, except maybe one new style that they have that I think is $60. But $50 in this day and age is not a bad price for a pair of jeans, especially when it's organic cotton or cotton. These are really, really comfortable. I love the lighter color for the summer and spring, but I was able to get them at a secondhand for $25. So I was like, yes, thank you very much. I'll take that. I will look for a link for these the way they are on the website. I think these are the Bella Stretch, but I could be wrong. I'm not, because it doesn't, I don't think I have found where it says what version of Quince jeans these are, but just wanted to show what it looks like just wearing it casually. Again, I could add a colored belt and add colored shoes. I have no shoes on at the moment because I've tried things on for you. But this is a way to wear the classic Oxford shirt, and you don't even have to tuck it in. You could tuck it in, obviously, if you'd like. It's got enough, at least on my frame, it has enough fabric that I could tuck it in should I want to, which looks really cute. It gives me a definitive shape, but it kind of takes away from the whole point of that more modern boxy cut. But this is the way I can wear a boxy cut, meaning that this way it doesn't overwhelm my frame because it is cropped. Anything longer than that in the boxy cut, or if it's really super wide, I just drown in it, and that's more to do with my height than my weight, although both play into it. But I just wanted to show you a way that you too can have some things that are trendy but look incredibly classic. So hope that's helpful. I don't know why. I like to end evidently with a dance move. I don't know what's wrong with me. On the days I do feel good, I think that's it. My brain compensates so much by going, oh my gosh, we feel good today. Let's take advantage of that. Let's do a dance. Let's subject all these people watching to your dance moves. But I mean, sorry, I just, yeah, sorry, not sorry. Isn't that the way it goes? Add to this, focus, add to this a nice handbag. Let me try the yellow one. I mean, come on, right? A little bit of yellow, you could add red, you could do white, whatever color scheme you're looking for. I could add a belt, like I said. I could do just a white belt. I could add the kind of, you could see from, you know, when it flaps like that. Again, I make a choice to undo that bottom button. You don't have to. You can obviously go very traditional with it and keep it buttoned. But I like the movement of that. That means a lot to me for things to have movement, to drape. So this is what it looks like. This is smooth. I mean, smooth. I am nothing if not smooth. This is what it would look like to add a little pop of yellow to it. So there you go. Hope that is helpful as always. And as you can see in the cutaways, you can add the yellow sweater over the top, again, like Buffy and Hildegard. You're going up to Nantucket. You could add yellow shoes. You can add a red sweater. You could add an ivory sweater. There are multiple ways to give this a little pop of color so it's not blue on blue. But a tonal look is a great blank canvas. This doesn't have to be ivory for it to be a tonal look. I was talking to someone recently that was sort of lamenting. She was like, oh, you can wear those colors, that tonal look. I can't do it. And I didn't have the time or the opportunity to go, yes, you can. I mean, I think I did say that. But what I wanted to sit down with her and go, you absolutely can. Like, what is your favorite color? Then we just figure out the tones of that and give you, hello, Flash. We give you a tonal look. So one of my favorite colors right now is blue. And I'm going with the spring look of blue, not a dark navy. Although, ooh, I forgot I have a navy sweater. I've got to show y'all. I will pull that out and show you as well. Hopefully it'll be showing up right here. But so it doesn't matter what the color is, whether it's a red that you do pinks with, or with a blue that you do navies and light blue and cerulean blue, or whatever it is. It can be chocolate, it can be browns that are light, that are mousse, that are mocha. Tonal just means staying in the same color family. And it gives you a blank canvas to then add color to it. And that's incredibly fun, especially in the spring and summer when we are starving for color, just like the whole earth. Like we've gone from that dark browns, the burgundies of the fall. They're beautiful when they come, but then by February and March, we are dying for greens and yellows and purples and all the colors. That's why we get so excited. And we get to do the same thing with our clothing. There's one thing I was going to share. I was outside looking at our garden, and these flowers are some of my favorites. They're pansies and violas. And what I love about these little tiny delicate flowers is two things. One, they are incredibly hardy. They withstand the harshest part of winter and then come back. They don't even lay down. They're like, okay, I can do it. I can get through it. And I identify with that so much, as I know so many other people do, that whether it's a metaphorical winter that you have been through or the actual winter and you deal with seasonal affective disorder like so many of us do, to know that there is a flower out there that toughens up, gets through it, and all the while maintains its incredible beauty. And the minute that warm temperature, the sun, the longer days of sun, and the rains for the spring come, they explode. Like they don't go dormant. Like we have flowers that go under and then come alive in the spring. These babies right here stay upright the whole time, but they flourish when it's finally warm, when they finally have their chance, their season to blossom and bloom. So that spoke to me the other day so much. It's so much of how I feel, and it has helped me in so many ways to go, be a pansy. And I know there is a really unkind connotation to that word, which I hate, because tell me, what kind of flower, besides a pansy and a viola, that looks this good through the winter and then really, really flourishes the moment that it gets the spring rain and the sun? Just saying. Just saying. So if you were ever called that as a derogatory, now you can wear it with pride. That's all I'm saying. The other thing that I love about these flowers is they are such inspiration of how to mix color. If you are a person who's like, I have no idea what goes together, what colors go well together, what colors don't go well together, first you got to know yourself. Are you a person who is comfortable with a splash of color? If you are, or if you're not, and you just because you're afraid, I think you should try it. But if you are wondering, look in your own backyard, in your front garden, wherever it is, because the Lord in His kindness shows us through His natural wonders how to do that. Look at that yellow and that gold. Look at the pinks and the whites and the blues and how well they go together. And everything tends to have either a brown bottom or a green bottom. I don't have green on now, but I'm just saying you can look at nature and figure out what goes together. Like, we don't even have to go on the internet. You can go all analog and figure out your favorite color schemes just by taking a photo. I guess you have to use your phone. Taking a photo of your favorite flowers. Try that. Go outside. If you see colors that make your heart come alive, take some photos of it and then try recreating some of your outfits from your own closet, mixing and matching colors just like the photos of the flowers that you love. And send them to me. Let me see it. I would love that. That would be incredible. And I'll try to do the same. I'm like, I think I do some because I love the yellows. I love the reds. I love the whites. White flowers are my favorite right now for whatever reason. So anyway, just wanted to encourage y'all to do that. All right, here's the more traditional way that we've all worn our Oxford shirts in the past. Blue jeans, a belt. This is my Amazon belt. I have it in almost every color. I need a navy blue, which is probably what I would put on right now with it. But I haven't gotten it, I don't know why. But Amazon belt, you've seen it, the Hermes look-alike, I believe that's right. Yeah, I think that's right. And this is the one that is the pink with the stripes, the baby pink stripes, I mean. But as you can see, it's got the burgundy and the blue. And I wanted to show you, sorry, I'm out of shot. I want to show you the navy blue sweater I was talking about. It is 100% merino wool. Oh, and it is lovely. Let me show you up close. It is thin, lightweight. Again, not like cheap thin. It's just lightweight, perfect for this time of year. Perfect for this time of year if you get cold like I do. I have to have a summer sweater. Here is the navy blue sweater with the Oxford shirt that is the baby pink pinstripe, and I absolutely love this look. You could go light denim to go with this. This kind of gives it a little gravity, a little gravitas. It is just lovely, and it is incredibly soft. If it has sold out, oh, I hope it has not, but if it has, I will try to find something similar. But I can't remember the price right this second. It was not a lot. That's for 100% merino wool. I think it was $30, maybe something in that range, maybe 40, but I don't think so. And when they mail it to you, they don't have price tags on them, so I'll just have to look and I'll put it on the screen for you. But and what's wonderful is it's a cardigan, so you could literally, I could wear it, you know, put my arms in and wear it like a regular cardigan. I could wear it as a top by itself. It is absolutely stunning. I love the buttons. They kind of look wooden. They're not, they're plastic, but looks that way. It reminds me of something my dad might have worn back in the day. So gorgeous. Love the sweater. I haven't taken the tags off because I haven't worn it out of the house yet. I usually leave the tags on until I have officially decided. That takes me a while. So we will move on to the next one. Okay, as I suggested earlier, you can wear these Oxford shirts either buttoned up and leave a few buttons at the bottom open, or you can button them and tuck them in, or you can use it almost as a little jacket. I love this pink one. The ones that I found are in the traditional blue Oxford, the blue stripe that you saw, and then this beautiful baby pink. And this is also, if you don't, like I said before, if you don't see your size on the TJMaxx and Marshalls websites, I know they have the baby pink in the classic fit like this, and it's only $35. So you're paying $10 more than you would have at TJMaxx and Marshalls, but still a steal because this is normally a $70 shirt. So anyway, I love this. I love pairing it with, this is just a white tank that I got at TJMaxx and Marshalls. It's a cotton modal blend. It's a little bit like slub or see-through, whatever, but I've got brighter white ones, but it was just the first one I grabbed to give you a visual of what it looks like if you want to wear this as sort of a jacket, or shacket, if you will. But very classic, very structured, but not stuffy and not like, oh, this is so hard to pull off with a button-up shirt. I totally understand if you're like, I don't do button-ups at all. I understand. For those of you who do, who like it, but just maybe don't know how to style them, except for the one traditional way we were always taught to type, button it up and shove it in your pants, and very dressy, I'm just giving you some options of what you could do with it. You could also, obviously I could put on those white jeans again. I think this would go with those white shorts, as long as the shorts are a little bit past the bottom of the shirt, or same length. That looks really cool, I think, personally. But this is one extra way to wear these 100% cotton, very traditional but not boring shirts, at least in my opinion, as a jacket. Because again, you're gonna need something. Like if we're outside, it's awesome to have the tank top, but the minute I walk inside with the air conditioning, I'm like, oh. And if you don't want to wear a cardigan because that's a little too much, this is an option for you. It is 100% cotton. I did iron them, but they're not super wrinkly. Let me show you what I mean. Like, are they gonna wrinkle eventually? Sure, yeah, but it's summer, like, it's okay. Unless you're going to a very high formal event, which I don't think you would be dressed like this if you were, then it might matter. But it's summer, relax, let it be relaxed. If it gets a little bit wrinkled, again, most of us don't live in places where people are looking at us up and down going, I'm sorry, that you have a wrinkle there. If you do, I feel sorry for you. I'm so sorry. Obviously, if you're in the workplace and you're having business meetings, you want to look presentable. You want to at least iron it the first time. But most of us have grace to know if you've been in your car, if you've walked around, if you've sat at your desk, you're going to have a wrinkle, a slight wrinkle here or there. It's okay. Like, let's everybody take a deep breath. I'm just saying that to say that's not a reason to say no to cotton or linen because it wrinkles. It is a thing, but I think we have enough grace amongst us surely to go, it's all right. And it's so cute. I love the way, again, I love this shirt, the way it comes in at the waist and comes out just enough to give that hourglass shape, which most women are searching for and wanting. And so as Melissa Morell says on her channel, she goes, look, the outfit is doing all the work for you, which in this case is absolutely true with this shirt. So I'm going to come in again. The detail on this, it's got that same burgundy and blue, hints of blue, so you could add that. That's one of the reasons this works almost year round. I realize it's pink. Traditionally, we think of pink only in spring and summer, but listen, in the fall, this goes amazing with burgundy. And you've got that to prove it. And again, look out in nature. You also have the deep denim blue. You could wear darker denim. I just choose the light denim because I like that in the summertime. But if you're out for a night on the town and you've buttoned it up and tuck it into your dark denim jeans, you're gonna look amazing. So anyway, I love this. I wanted to show it to you in one other color scheme. This is the baby pink pinstripe. It's just like the baby blue one, only it's baby pink, and I love this. Love, love, love this. So again, I've never had a pink era, but I am in my pink era right now. I literally cannot get enough of pink and yellow in my life right now. I think it has to do with those days where it's really hard when I'm feeling not my best self, that when I can put on something or even just look at something, because even my pajamas, like I have bright yellow pajamas right now and a pink top, actually a top that I will list for you. It is so soft and it's from Walmart. I think it was $9 that I often use as my jammy top. I have to wear long sleeves. It's a sensory thing that's new, but it has to do with the fibromyalgia that involves my skin. There's something about at night that I just have to have my arms covered. Wish it wasn't, because there's so many cute little short sleeve things, and I've tried it and my brain goes, nope, not doing it. So anyway, back to the Oxford Tommy Hilfiger, still $25 for these shirts. Again, hope this has been helpful. I have enjoyed showing you all the different ways to maybe style these, wear these. Obviously, I don't know why I'm flashing you while I'm talking to you. I'm not used to standing up and talking to you. That's what it is. So I have to do not only with my hands, but now I'm like, whoo, whoo. Sorry, that probably is loud. I do apologize. The beginning parts of the video, as I said earlier, are just as real and true as this is. It's just a different day. And I wish that I could tell you why and how and what am I doing and how am I going to fix it. And I am searching constantly. I am talking to my physicians currently. I'm reaching out to new physicians. And again, to my knowledge, this is not anything deadly. It is chronic. It is a chronic condition. And that just means that every day something new. And hopefully, like today, the new was, I have energy. I feel good. Brain and body can work together today. And on the days like what you saw at the beginning, it's me being honest, vulnerable, yes, but honest because I want people to know that when you see me out in public, that means I felt well enough to be out in public. If you see me here and I am parading around and having so much fun, it's the same person, it's just a different day. And that's probably true for all of us, even if you don't have a chronic condition. But it's especially true for people who have a chronic condition that 2 days ago, there were things that I wanted to go and do with Annie and Robin the dog. I'll put in clips at some point where Annie has decided to not only have Astrid as the service dog, and she trains her constantly and she's amazing, but she's like, Robin needs something of her own. And so Robin is now going out and did her first attempt at what they call dock diving. It's a sport for dogs and she loves it and she's so good at it, and she needs an exercise. She's a big girl. And she likes her groceries, but she needs some exercise. When our pool is warm enough and all the things are done, she is the dog that loves to be in it. She doesn't try to get in it without us, which is great, She's very, very obedient that way, and we don't even have to tell her. Like, she's just so timid, and it just says such a tender heart. But she loves jumping in the pool and grabbing the ball and jumping again. Like, she will just do it nonstop if you let her. So I'm saying all that to say that that was a day that I would have loved to have gone with them, but I couldn't. I could not. In fact, that's the day that I filmed those really raw feelings, and part of that was the lament over, I want to be with my daughter. I want to go out there with her. I want to be with the dogs. I want to have the energy and know that I can be fully present for that. And none of that was the case that day. So I am going on and on. I just wanted to end with a note of sincere gratitude. Thank you for your patience. I know it's been far more weeks in between video postings than I had ever intended, but I have said for a while that I don't know what my body will allow. I had prayed and hoped that spring would be the cure. I say that tongue in cheek. Good Lord. I say that tongue in cheek because I realize that that's not realistic. That's not going to happen. But I do come alive in the spring typically. And on certain days like today, that is still my truth. But as they say, but it's also my truth that I have had weeks of severe insomnia that would not be, I could not sleep. And now I am sleeping better, a little bit better. It's showing. That is amazing. So thank you. I am again grateful that you made it all the way to the end of the video, and hope you enjoyed. Hope some of this, as always, that you can find something that you didn't know you even needed in your wardrobe, or you've been looking for a while. If, like me, you're trying to replace some of those synthetic things with more natural fibers, as you find them, as they are on a good deal, I hope that I can bring that to you. I do have another, it's like the evil witch clanking my fingernails together. I do have a haul coming up. I think I mentioned that, but if not, Rob and I are going to get away for a few days and go to the beach. This is the month of May. It is the month of our anniversary and my birthday, and we celebrate as often as we can throughout the month of May. And have a few days at the beach, and I'm going to try to film some clothing try-ons there. And because, I mean, who's not happier at the beach? That is one of my many happy places. So be looking for that. Again, can't promise when, don't even know that I'll for sure be able to do that. But I'm hoping that if today is any sign of that, that I will be able to be my full, excited self and enjoy the beach with my husband. So I hope y'all are doing well. Hope you get to go on a mini vacation as soon as possible. Some of the upcoming things are more really warm weather focused. This, can be, but these are like shorts and linen and gauze and cotton and, that sort of thing. All right. Love y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, after that lengthy goodbye, I had one I forgot, and I wanted to be sure to include this. This is a cotton modal, however you pronounce it, blend with a teensy bit of spandex, which stretchy. I did size up one from an extra small to a small, just because I could tell from the visual. I was like, ooh, that might be a little more snug than I want for summer and spring, and even for the fall. Like this, I would not want it like that. So I got a small. You can wear it out, obviously, because of the banding. I just think that is so, I love anything with piping. It just, for me, gives sort of an outline of whatever you're wearing. And you can tuck it in, obviously. I'll show you just the visual real quick. I hate that when you see people like, I don't know. I would not do that well. Let me say, I don't hate them doing it. I'm just saying I have tried that, and I'm like, well, nobody wants to see me doing that. So I'm just going to tuck it under, and you can pretend like I had tucked it in. You could also just tuck it under like I do. But this is so lovely. It's a chocolate brown. I think they have a cream with black piping or a white with black piping as well. And I can't remember right this second who it is, but it's somebody that has this. I think it's Tahari, maybe, but that is the composition. So it is mostly a natural fiber, but it is definitely pretty. You could also use this to wear with one of the Oxford shirts if you wanted to tie it around your neck. But I love the buttons. They are functional buttons, so you can undo it here if you want to make it in. I'm trying to be very gentle so I don't kill your eardrums. If you wanted to make it a V-neck, that's easy enough. One of the things I love about a cardigan is it is incredibly versatile. It's the same way I feel about, I'm sorry, I'm fiddling with this to try to, I'll do that in a second. Is one of the things I love about a cardigan is it's much like my love of the shirt dress, is that you can just wear it so many different ways. You can wear it as a crew neck, you can wear it as a V-neck. Now I'm going to see if I can get these to undo so we can see what that looks like. You can open this up at the bottom to give that visual interest. It's also just kind of the way people are styling it now, which I think looks really nice. It helps create that hourglass shape. So all of the above, I am a huge fan of this, and it was very inexpensive. Don't have it memorized because I'm not sitting down with everything in front of me. So I'll put all the information that I have. Again, if it's sold out, I'll try to find something similar. These, I did purchase these a few weeks ago and was hoping to be able to do all of the filming and all that faster than I did, but I did check right before filming that these are still available and that you should be able to get them at least in a couple of sizes. And if not, like I said, I will definitely link something as close as possible to this, to the original. One other thing I meant to show these earlier, dang it. These are the shoes that I was showing earlier, but I don't think I ever pointed them out. These are from Amazon. I love this. I have a pair that's very similar. They're brown. I'll try to take a picture of it and show you here, and I have worn those. They're actually like a little heel, a kitten heel. Love those things. But this, I just found recently. I think I was looking on Pinterest, and I'm still on the hunt for white shoes. It's a thing. Sorry. I mean, you know, okay. It doesn't matter. I thought these were so cool. I loved a toe ring in the 90s. I loved an anklet in the 80s, 90s, 2000s. I love an anklet. And I thought, this is so cool. So now I have a brown pair, and I potentially will have a white pair. I love that these are flats. Let me show you up close what I really love. If you can see, this has, there you go. You can see it better like that. It's very, very cushioned right here, and it really helps with someone. I have high arches, and for a flat shoe, that is like sometimes the kiss of death if I'm planning to walk around very much with them. So I don't know that I would like go, you know, walk for miles and miles in these, clearly, but I might go, I don't know. But I did want to point them out because they are so cute, and they have that extra bit of padding, which a flat shoe rarely ever has, and they just look very elegant. I like it. I like it a lot. So, all right, I'm really seriously gonna go now because I'm gonna go eat because I'm hungry. So I love y'all, but I'm hungry and I'm gonna go. And I hope y'all are good, but I'm gonna go now. Bye.
No, that is not just a number, but that represents families choosing stability, children watching their parents finish, and futures being rewritten.
I'd like to go and continue to my master's so I can become a translator. It was very, very challenging, and I just felt like giving up and just putting school on the back burner. However, hope came in. My family and I, we just lived in a very challenging situation. I had to start over my whole life. The program has helped me establish stability for my family.
I felt like I couldn't catch my breath. I felt like I could never catch a break. Giving up was never an option. I've been in and out of school for years. And once I got married, my husband at the time wanted me to be a stay-at-home wife and just take care of the kids. So I did that, so I dropped out of school when I first got married. divorce, I just felt like, you know, it was a slap in the face. Like everything that I wanted is now like it's unattainable. But I was still determined to keep going after my dreams. So for me, hope just resuscitated everything that I thought was dead in my life, everything that I thought it was too late, I thought it was too old. You know, I didn't even know, even when I looked at the program, I'm like, this cannot be real. I thought it was a scam. So I appreciate Kamita not being AI. Without you all, this wouldn't be possible for us single moms. It was one that definitely didn't look like it was really thing that is tunnel. But God and Kamita and hope, it made my dream come true that I wanted to go back to school, because pretty much for those 2 years, they were my life. So I cared for them in my home. And
in the nonprofit world, you run across a lot of people who talk about wanting to make a difference in people's lives. But rarely do you find someone who truly gives everything. It only comes from one place, from her heart. We want to honor her tonight with the Heart of Hope Award.